I am the Humble Seer.
Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So, in this reading, I'm going to talk about the Murdaugh murders. And, there is more to the story. There is more to the story on this family. And what I get is there is an unsolved murder in this town that all of this took place in. It's a woman. And I see her in a barn or something, but it's connected to this family in some way, and specifically to Alex Murdaugh and their father, who is now deceased. But at any rate, it's something that is nagging at me and will not leave me alone. I get something about an Amy, or there's a woman by the name of Amy. I don't know if it's the person who died in this barn. But let's pull some cards. It's like the family. It's tough because I don't want to say the family because not everybody in the family is involved in this. But, the family basically got to do whatever they wanted. And to a certain extent, that still exists, but not anywhere near the way it was before the grandfather who recently passed away and Alex Murdaugh went to prison. The hold is not as tight, but it's still there. It still exists. And, there's rumors that Alex Murdaugh had help with the crime, and he absolutely did. And what I get is his brother holds a lot of secrets around this. His brother, Alex Murdaugh's brother. Okay, so let's get some cards and see what else we want to. Yeah, I get that murder in general, or the taking of lives, is not unusual, is the word I get in this family, which is interesting. Okay, let's put the cards on the board and then we'll talk. So we have Ace of Cups, okay, this is as it relates to that death. We have Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I see the story that wants to come out. And we have the Devil. Okay, now this story is about this woman. And I just keep getting the name Amy, and I don't know if that is the person that died, but somehow that person, that name is connected to this. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is about birth of a girl. Now, here's what I get as it relates to this story. It's quite obvious to me. The Ace of Cups is about a pregnant woman, a woman who was going to give birth, who was pregnant and was going to give birth, but was snuffed out well before that could happen. So the Ace of Cups is about a girl who is pregnant. And the Nine of Pentacles comes into the story because it was like, if anyone found out about this pregnancy, all hell would break loose, is what I get. There would be major issues and people would be found out. It would just be destructive to this family, this Murdaugh family. And so Nine of Pentacles comes in, and that's about success. It's achievement. Now, this has a couple of meanings. The Nine of Pentacles is about what they wanted to offer this person, whether her name is Amy, I don't know, but that name comes strongly with this story. But we'll just say the woman that was pregnant, the pregnant mother to be. They offered her money to not go through with this pregnancy. And so the Nine of Pentacles came into the picture, and it was a nice amount. But this person said, no, I don't like the idea of this. I want my child. I want to have this child. So when all sorts of, pressure was applied to her, we'll give you this, we'll get you that, we'll say, whatever. When all of that was applied to the pregnant woman, she declined that Nine of Pentacles. She said, I don't want money. And that's when the devil came in. And the devil came in because it was, okay, so the person who impregnated this young person, they were the devil. The devil was all around this situation. And the devil is it's about drug abuse, it's desire, it's manipulation, it's physical abuse, it's temptation, it's cruelty, it's the ability to influence others, it's driven. The devil wants what it wants, and it doesn't stop until it gets it. The devil enters the picture of this young girl and sells her all sorts of dreams. And this is a small town girl is what I get, with small town sensibilities. And one of those sensibilities, one of those drives, one of those desires was to have a good family life, to have a child. And so this person is whispering in her ear about how I'm going to give you all of this until boom, birth of a child, or pregnancy of a child in this case. Offering of money. Okay, you don't want to take the money, you don't want to take what we're offering you. Well, the devil's going to come in and we're just going to have to end everything. There's something special about this person's eyes. They could be blue. They could be a greenish blue. There's something, could be the shape of, I don't know, but there's something in particular about that. A lovely young woman. Let's pull a final card. Because I said at the beginning that, there's life, there's a lot around this family. Were there other people that perished, whose lives were taken well before they should? I get that there is, but let's see what the card, how the card wants to add to that. Okay, sad squirrel. Well, that's not the happy squirrel. So that just tells us, yes. And it also says that money was always a factor because the sad squirrel can be about hands off of what I have. You cannot have what I have. Even though I'm offering it to you, I'm pretending because I know the end result is you have convictions, young woman who's pregnant. You have convictions. You have desires and things. You have an idealistic view of the world. And the sad squirrel coupled with the devil comes in and says, well, that can't be. That's not part of our reality. That's not this family's reality. So you have to go. I get if the police, I just get a barn. And if police go to barns or, maybe even barns that the Murdaugh family owns, operates, or are associated with at any time, I get this is several years, more than 10 years old. She's in this town, but it doesn't mean that's, I don't know, it doesn't mean that's where she's at. That doesn't mean that's where she's born or where she would go back to. At any rate, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by the Humble Seer. Do consider liking, sharing, subscribing. Leave a comment below and tell me your thoughts on this story. And if you like what I do, consider buying me a coffee in the description box below. Until next time, as always, you take good care and we'll talk soon. Bye.